two-seat. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them out. I still got stuffed in the. Swim back with a. They say I'm moving ruthless, and I get the breeze, then it's adios. If I'm with you, when I see, then we gang low. That's another zone. Ice in the VVs, now she down to get. I got all this on me like Fiji. I'm posted up. They go straight to the mata, then I'm up in the plata, then he dancing my chata. They go straight to the mata. Whooped it, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. I'm about my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your back here in a two-seat. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them. I still got stuffed in the. Swim back with a. They say I'm moving ruthless. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them. I still got some racks stuffed in the. Swim back with a. Say I'm moving ruthless.
We're in the place they call the United Center in Chicago, the home of the Bulls, where today we'll be broadcasting live. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. The Bulls are enjoying this break from the road. It's a disappointing segment of the season for this team, no doubt about it, as the losing streak has continued, guys, to grow.
Yeah, and they're going through right now one of those situations that's just difficult to deal with. Doubt begins to really creep in when the losses continue to mount, and then you can have splintering, which doesn't help the situation.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
To the inside. It's stolen by Capella. And Young, here we go. A three from Bogdanovich. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. That shot no good. Nice D from Levine. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. He's looking for his guys to put up a terrific performance tonight, especially at the defensive end. He said, we want to use our length and athleticism to protect the rim, make it hard for shooters to get clean looks. This is the first meeting of the season between these two. Guys, we'll see how it comes out.
All right, D.A., we appreciate it. They're focused on defense, Greg. We'll see how it plays out.
It's going to come down to hustle. And in this league, you have to be very quick to rotate when you're in help.
Playing solid defense can turn the game in their favor very quickly.
Now, here's DeRozan. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
Here's Young. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Six to shoot. Murray with the bounce pass. Here's Collins. And he banks in the layup.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Outside Levine. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. The Hawks with a quick start to this game. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Deep, Collins. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 4. Down low. Shots good by Williams.
Over the years, DeRozan has become an exceptional passer. So defensively, you can't afford to just overplay him.
Young drives in. Collins wide open. He fires. 3-point. And the three ball is good. Richard, we're seeing a lot more back-to-backs now at this mid-portion of the season. What are those like to play in pro play?
Oh, they are fun because it's a mental challenge and it's a physical challenge more than anything on that one. But I love it. I am not opposed to back-to-backs because you know what? There were players that used to have to play them and fly on flights in the morning. Now we get to fly on private jets. So if they can do it, we can do it.
And you got to get your rest, though, between those games, don't you?
Yeah, you got to get your rest. You got to get your sleep. But do not eliminate the back-to-backs. I love them.
Back to Young. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
That's just a bucket that you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss that.
Williams' shot is off. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 3-point game. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Deep, Collins. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Outside Jones. And Jones sends it home.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide-open teammate.
Back to Collins. Hawks passing it around. There's a screen by Collins. Murray. Not going to go that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
Pass to Caruso. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to Collins. And then Collins slams it in.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Pass to Dragic. Over Young. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's Chicago. They're up by 1. From the
Hawks, 11. Ladies and gentlemen,
some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Here's Terry. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Forrest. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
And there it is for him. Jones has got his second basket of the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Right wing. Griffin the bounce pass. Here's Okongwu.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. To the left wing. Here's Dragic from outside. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Here's Forrest. And Jones over to Helm. Hunter on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. Hunter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
And that one drops.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Outside Griffin. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Over in the corner, Caruso. Dragic looking it over. Pass to Jones. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And now a 3-point Bulls lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Now Dragic off target at the rim.
Chicago foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Personal foul.
On the free throw, no good. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
To the middle. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside, and this has been a barn burner.
Levine's shot is off.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Back to Griffin. Takes it inside. And Griffin slams it in.
Assist goes to.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks.
Now that's his dribble drive. That's one of DeMar DeRozan's superpowers.
Forrest. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here. He's off on the fourth.
Well, this Hawks team can run into defensive issues. Don't have many perimeter stoppers, and the interior at times can be overwhelmed.
Chicago with the ball. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Here's Forrest. This one for three. Not that time. It's off. He's 3 for 7. Here's Vucevic. And it's Forrest with the rebound.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Goes back up. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Left side, Collins. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it's Murray with the jam.
There's that athleticism we talk about with Murray. A point guard with major bounce.
For three, Levine. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far.
Make some noise, fans, for the one and only Chicago.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Inbound violation. Bulls ball.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Trailing by 2.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Collins in the post. Here's Young. Rebound by the Bulls. Terry with it. Drummond the screen. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Murray. And Jones sends it back to the paint. And that one's good. Drummond. And the Bulls lead by 2.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
Chicago on defense. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Such an instinctual player. Young often sees the opportunity before anyone else.
And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
And for years, it has seemed like Nikola Vucevic has been so underrated. Multi-time All-Star. This is a big man that really does it all.
Outside Collins. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And how about the heart from Collins on that play? Working through the foul for the and-one opportunity.
And, Richard, it seems as though it's easy to take Vucevic for granted.
Yeah, and it's so strange. He consistently puts up great numbers and plays his role to perfection. A big guy that any team would love to have, especially when you consider how efficient he is.
Murray for 3. The shot missing. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Outside DeRozan. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Now here's DeRozan. He's got 8. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Here's DeRozan. That one a little long. The Hawks leading. And here's Young. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Young is double. And here's Collins from outside. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
It's deflected. Young. Here's Bogdanovich. That shot off the mark. Nice D from DeRozan.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.